Blazers, Nuggets goes on the quadruple overtime. I'm watching the game. First overtime was cool. Second overtime was epic. Third overtime was nah. Fourth overtime was hell no. How could the Portland Trailblazers lose a game, win a game, lose a game, win a game, lose a game, in concession 10 times in a row? They would win the game, then lose the game, all within the same sitting. They would get a 4-point lead, 3-point lead, and then lose, and then give it all back to the Denver Nuggets. Denver Nuggets blew a chance to steal a game in Portland right after Portland stole one in Denver. The Denver Nuggets shot better than the Portland Trailblazers in both from field goal percentage and 3-point percentage. Jokic had like 30-something. Murray had 30-something. Paul Millsap went 8 for 13 in 60 minutes worth of play. You know why I say that? Because he was flexing so much every time he hit a clutch shot as if he was doing that all game, when he only took 13 shots the whole entire game. So that being said, that was the game that Portland was giving away for Denver, and Denver didn't take advantage. And the quadruple overtime just shows me that, yes, they both played hard, but both teams don't know how to execute down the stretch, and both teams simply do not understand how to close games. They just don't know how to close games, and that is going to hurt them if they have to play Golden State or Houston. I mean, if they play Golden State or Houston playing like this, they're going to get swept. That's just the bottom line. They're going to get swept. There's no excuse for this at all. Quadruple overtime, everybody might be excited or whatever the case is. I wasn't. I was really mad because it's just like, you know, I picked Portland to win, and I'm thinking to myself, like, you guys have 4 or 5 point leads in overtime, and your defense is giving it all right back. Even before overtime, they gave up a layup for Denver to tie it. It's just like all they had to do was call a switch on that little crisscross play. You know, the play that LeBron used to run in Cleveland with Kyle Korver and I believe Kevin Love. And they didn't switch it. And they just gave up. They just blew a layup. This series, I picked Portland in 6. This could possibly go 7 because both teams don't know how to close games. And that's going to rear its ugly head. Jokic had a triple-double. I mean, these guys played over almost 5 hours, 6 hours of basketball. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous to me. Moving on to the Celtics versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Celtics have a huge problem on their hands. Jason Tatum's not really playing entirely well. And MVP Giannis has really showed himself to be what he really is. He is what he said he was. And he to me, honestly speaking, this proves why he is the MVP of the league, because his play during the regular season is translating to the playoffs. When you look at somebody like a James Harden, his play isn't translating to the playoffs because he was relying on calls and things of that nature. Giannis is bullying the Celtics right now. Game 2, he bullied them. Game 3, bullied them. And then he got contributions from Pat Connaughton. Chris Middleton has awoken. Like, this is all-star Chris Middleton. This is like, why did we choose Chris Middleton to be an all-star game? He's not even that great of a player. Oh, he's showing you right now in the playoffs. He's knocking down shots. He's being aggressive. Everybody on the Bucks are being aggressive. And for the Celtics, it's just, to me, when I watch them play, it's just Kyrie. When you do the eye test, Kyrie's being ultra aggressive. But it's just like, I don't know if it's not leaving room for other guys. I don't know if they're not comfortable. But something's going to have to give, because Celtics cannot afford to go down 3-1. Especially losing back. They'd already lost back-to-back games in the series. So the Bucks have figured something out. And if you lose 2 at home, it's over. You're not going to go into Milwaukee and catch up and win, and that's a wrap. Moving on to the Houston Rockets versus the Golden State Warriors. Tonight, Game 3. This is an all-or-nothing game. I wouldn't say this is a legacy game for James Harden, because he has shown what his legacy is. I'm just going to keep it funky. The only reason I picked the Houston Rockets to win this series this year is due to the fact that Golden State looked like they were out of sorts. Their defense was horrible, and Houston's defense was elite. It was an elite. They were like top 5 defense in the playoffs, especially. But then you had to factor in they're playing against Utah, a team that can't really score. This game, it's not a legacy game, it's just a revealing game. This reveals the true character of James Harden. If James Harden is unable to win this game at home, when the Clippers were able to win 2 against Golden State, if you're not able to win at least 1 game against Golden State, this shows that there was some quit in you. It's a revealing game. This reveals if James Harden has some quit in him. And at the end of the day, you know, it's nothing to lose to a team that's better than you. Essentially, it's just like, it's how you lose. And if you're losing, complaining, and crying to the refs, then basically you're just showing that you don't have any heart. So this is not going to be a legacy game for me or anything like that. The way that it's looking like Golden State will win the series, which I have no problem with. I'm not. It goes against my pick, but at the end of the day, it's not losing. It's just how you lose. Did you go down scrapping? Did you go down clawing? Did you go down playing defense, taking charges? But if you're going down complaining about the officials and really, I understand he has a high injury and everything, but if the eye injury and the officials are the main focal points of the series, you're essentially trying to hide the fact that you got your ass whipped. Hoops Junction, where hoops meets hoopla. Like, comment, subscribe.